You want to fight state of mind? Well, for me, rematches are tricky. I have to say that. You know, going into the rematch with Pacquiao, going to rematch with Pacquiao, I went in a rematch the second time thinking that I need to knock him out. I need to be something that I'm not. You know, Tyson Fury's talking about, I want to knock him out in 2 rounds. You know, to me, it seems like he wants to be something that he's not. And I'm here to see if he's going to be the guy that he normally is. You know, that defensive fighter, that boxer, you know, fighting off the back foot, and also coming forward and being aggressive in spots, not just coming out the gate swinging wild. Listen, the stakes are very, very high in this one. The WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World, the Lineal Championship, the Ring Belt Magazine, they are all on the line in this one coming up in this heavyweight fight on Saturday night. It is between two unbeaten fighters, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. There have been months and months of build-up to this fight. Today, of course, the final press conference. Both men have been respectful in recent weeks, but does that switch now in fight week? You will hear from both of the fighters that is coming up next. Tyson Fury looking relaxed. He's been out here already, mingling with the media, taking everything in his stride. Deontay Wilder, meanwhile, keeping himself to himself. We will see them take the stage very shortly indeed. Stay with us here.
It's not a jab, nor a hook, not a combination or a cross.
Thanks guys for coming back.
Its tools are taunting, grit, opposing to get into the head of the man across the ring. And this after of that shot is taken, then it can really shake the confidence. Get out of your skin.
Alright, here we go.
Testing, is that better? No earring, no jangle? Okay, good. Can you tell if I got one earring on? Should I take the other one off? Can't tell? Okay.
Play, cool, no nuts. Dope, perfect. Alright, cool. Tight. Alright, well, here we are. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Wow, they don't have a beer sponsor for this thing. Yeah. Manscaped. What the hell is that? What are they selling? Oh, you're right, my bad. Duh. Oh, they used to be with Golden Boy. Yeah. That was their main, yeah.
Golden Boy dropped him?
Tecate. I'm live, by the way, gentlemen, just FYI. I didn't want to get themselves in trouble. No, it is. I'm just, we're starting to get a sensitive subject. I figure I should throw that out there. I heard something about it. That's why Janetta wasn't in the Tecate stuff, right? She was just in like a red dress. Or a black dress, I'm sorry. I wonder why, because these are the top rank girls. I wonder if, I guess Manscaped sold it as, oh, look at that. Zooming on that right there. Give my audience what they want. Oh shit, zoomed in much close.
Oh, you laugh?
Yeah.
What's Manscaped?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Testing 1 2 3. Check. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
So I hook you guys up. I like that it's quiet, bro. No fucking no music we gotta deal with. That's amazing. You what? You've been here like 10 minutes. I hear you though. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Oh, there you go. You haven't because they're not around, bro. That's right.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the principals in the highly anticipated rematch for the heavyweight championship of the world. First, standing at 6 feet 7 inches, he is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with an outstanding record of 42 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 41 big wins coming by way of knockout. A U.S. Olympian, he'll be making the 11th defense of his current title. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, here is the hard-hitting, reigning, and defending, undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6 feet 9 inches, he also is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 20 wins coming by way of knockout. He holds the coveted lineal heavyweight title from Manchester, England. Please welcome the renowned, the colorful, and the undefeated former unified heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
I always like this Tyson Fury song. It was a good song.
One more and more. People just want more and more freedom and love.
Was about that in Los Angeles. It was look at Deontay Wilder staring at a great film.
What he's looking for, Fury's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Fury's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Fury's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Fury's on fire. Na 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 na
Alright, there we go. Uh-oh. Good luck, Tessitore.
Guys, we invite you to take a seat. How small you are, you little midget. Hey. I was spending on top of you. You're all going to help us for all this time, ain't you? You ever heard of David and Goliath? Yeah. You know that story, what happened? It's going to happen again. And if you don't believe in you don't believe in David and Goliath. Well, we'll see. You couldn't keep me down when I was 4. When I was training like a dosser, you couldn't keep me down then. You definitely can't keep me down now. So I tell you that. Stop pushing forward. Look at him, it's like a heavyweight when I'm pushing across the ring. You little bitch. Like heavyweight. You're gonna pop you like a balloon, you little pussy. Busted! Busted! 100%. Never been so sure of something in my life. You're getting it, pussy. You big dosser. You big dosser. You're getting it. Don't worry about that. You're going down. I put everything on it, you're going down. You get knocked spark out. Spark out. And what's that do for you? What's it do for you? I got straight back up after you in the best shots. It didn't do fuck all, you little pussy. Look here, there's not an ounce of strength in your body, and your two knees are shaking. You're terrified. Terrified.
I'm gonna make sure you lose more than that. Trust me.
We'll see on the night. We've only got a few more days. Hold on to my belt for me, you little bitch.
48 hours. 48 hours.
Keep it nice and clean, and polish it for me as well. It's coming home with me.
We'll see, baby.
We'll see. We'll see on what. We'll see.
I'm gonna tire over you again.
Don't worry about it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward. Don't worry about that.
Like I told you before. Timber, and it's gonna happen again, and this time
You know what you don't get? I'm gonna punch your face right in here. Punch your face in. I'm gonna laugh at you. You couldn't even beat me last time. 3 years around the ring, and I still beat you. You had to rob me in LA to get a decision, to get a call, to keep your undefeated record. I come to your show. Now you work for me. You was on this ring as a challenger. You're challenging the lineal champion. What's that?
You're supposed to be the same. What you talking about, boy? What you talking
Challenger!
about?
You challenge me! You're here to make numbers up. That's it! Tyson Fury Roadshow will continue. I'm the dominant heavyweight champion. It was called 10 years ago, and 10 years come true. I was the dominant heavyweight. I beat Vladimir You beat nobody. You don't need to beat her. She's fucking.
Everybody did.
Yeah, the only thing is though, Dave, you couldn't keep me down. I get knocked down, but I'm not dead. You couldn't keep me down.
You're singing Sir Chumbawamba? This looks sad.
Testing. Bring this attitude to the ring. Bring this energy with you. Bring it with you. Hey, how are you? Hello, old bald man.
Well, the original plan was going to be, Shelly, nice to have you as well. Extra security, so we welcome. Please, Shelly. They will be up in a little bit. Great. Excellent. Good. Perhaps far beyond my better judgment.
And I'm gonna do it again. Trust me.
Well, it's nice to be with you guys again. Good to be with you, champ. Tyson, good to be with you. Why it's nice to see you as well. I was planning on sitting over here, but based on the circumstances, I'll beyond my better judgment, sit right here and hope nothing happens. Why the change in tone? I said to you about a month ago, I said it to you as well, I've marveled at how deferential the two of you have been in the lead up to this fight. You guys have shown great respect. You were well measured when we were together in LA a couple times, a month and a half ago and then a month ago. But fight week changes things clearly. Fight changes things clearly. So here's what I'd like to do, if we can keep some composure here and some guardrails to a well-managed conversation. And by the way, I do want to congratulate you on both arriving to this point. And on behalf of boxing media, boxing fans, and American sports fans, also thank the two of you for leading the way with what needs to be a more common trend in the sport. And that is simply the best fighting the best. Willing to say forget business boundaries. This is what the sport should be on top of that. So congratulations for that. It's simply arriving for all of us. And also thank you for the past month and a half, 2 months of unprecedented access, great, varied, and thoughtful interviews, because the promotional lead-up has been sensational. So let's try to continue that in what is the last time you guys are speaking here on stage and to the public, the third and final time. You'll have the weigh-in on Friday, which both networks will be bringing, and then, of course, the pay-per-view comes Saturday night at 9. As the WBC champ and the holder of the green belt, and this being your 11th title defense with 41 knockouts, I will give you the opening comment. You have a live mic, but we're going to respect his opening comment however you would like to start this news conference, champ.
Well, what can I say? You know, this is the final countdown, like I said, and we all should be happy. This is the moment in time that we all been waiting for. The biggest fight of both our lives, unfinished business, as I call it. And I can't wait. Y'all know me, when I say I can't wait, I mean every word of it. You know, it's torturing for me the week of the fight to be able to have to sit around and wait as the days drop, as the hours fall down, the seconds fall, just to sit here to wait to put my hands on the body. You know, this is what I've been preparing myself for. This is what I've been waiting so many months for. This could have been happening a long time ago, but somebody put on their running shoes. And they should have. They needed more warm-ups. They needed to get themselves convinced that they're their best when they know they're not. I can't wait. And don't he dare ever, he better not ever say he got me to big time boxing. Ever in this game, I'm gonna slap him. Because if anybody brought anybody to big time boxing, it's me. Don't ever forget, when I found you were strung out on coke. When I found you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that. I brought you to big time boxing. Last time you were here, what did you do? Who came up and showed and saw you? How many? 15 the first time, 35 the second time. When I came, how many showed up? Down there sold it out. This time around, I sold the pay-per-view too. And this time around, they here for me to see unfinished business.
All untrue.
That's fact. That is fact. That is fact. I'm talking. I'm talking banana peel. I'm talking big woman. I'm talking big mama. I'm talking big mama. I brought you back. You were strung out on cocaine, bruh.
No one knows you.
You were big as a house,
you
bro.
Cherry pick me.
You were contemplating about killing yourself because you didn't want to live
anymore. And that's the man you wanted to take on, was it?
Bro,
the man who was going to kill himself.
I said, Fury, get your fat ass up.
An easy victory,
I said, you get in that
but
gym.
It work out,
I said, I dare you to come back.
I
said, you won't come back. And what you did? Come on.
You heard me.
You heard me. You took my advice, didn't you?
Tyson, you want time for an opening comment, or would you like to just engage back?
He can't help himself because he knows it's something that's killing him inside.
All right.
He can't help himself.
Do you just want to engage in this? Which
you lie about everything.
Want time for an opening comment?
I tell the truth about everything. You don't ever receive it, baby, this year.
Please go ahead. Take a minute for your opening comment, and then we will fully engage you for an hour. Go ahead.
Drugs got him lying so much.
Go ahead, Tyson.
But I revived him. He ain't had to go to rehab. I gave him. I rehabilitated him back, and here he is now, the second time around. No.
Continue. This is your 5 minutes of fame. Continue.
I'm still talking. And here we are now.
Try and speak a little bit more clear. I can't understand the word you're saying.
It's something hitting him in his heart, so I'm going to let him speak.
All right, Tyson, your opening comment, and then trust me, we will go back and forth.
I didn't hit a nerve. He is shaking on the table, boy.
Go ahead, Tyson.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
He says he's finished. The floor is yours. Lineal heavyweight champion, sixth defense of the tradition-rich lineal belt. Please, Tyson Fury.
You know, Deontay Wilder spouted a lot of rubbish. He gave me an opportunity today. I give him his biggest paydays of his whole life. Got him a big contract with Showtime. Brought him to the biggest stage in the world, being Las Vegas. And here he is, this is how he thanks me. He's got a whole lot of appreciation for someone who's fed him, looked after him, and put millions in his account. Very nice person, D. You know, you owe me everything. I brought you to this level. Welcome to big time boxing. It's his second fight on the top. He fought his #1 ranked opponent, Luis Ortiz, in his last fight. He done 300,000 buys. Against 300,000 buys in the biggest country in the world. I can fight a bum and do 1 million views at home, you know. So
you're not home.
Well, I am home. This is the home of the Gypsy King.
How many did you do?
This is the
How
home of
much
the
did you do
Gypsy
when you
King.
fought here?
Home of the Gypsy
You
King,
remember,
Las Vegas.
you remember the time
The
you fought here?
entertainment capital
How many
of the
did you?
world.
How many came and saw
With the
you?
biggest
How many
entertainer.
came and saw your talent?
It was full in here.
How
when I
many? It
was.
wasn't full. It
Full.
was 1,500.
Full.
You gave away
Get
the
the
rest
video
of the
back
tickets.
up and you'll
Last
see.
time was
Full.
3,500. You gave away the rest of the tickets.
Listen, you're
To
just
the
a full
mold
show
people.
fighter.
Stop
I'm giving you
playing.
the opportunity
Stop playing.
to defend your belt.
Stop
But
playing.
when I've took it off you and burst your bubble,
playing.
just like the last British man, you know,
Stop playing.
came here, burst the bubble of an undefeated fighter.
see, they
and then
always-
boom, they always get beat.
See, people
beat
like
again.
see, they always want to take the credibility of when we invent something. They want to write their name on this shit. It's been through history and time, and here it is again, right before our very fucking eyes.
Damn right.
You want to
Damn
take the
right.
credibility of something that you don't have no claim to name to. I brought you back. I gave you the biggest person. Everything you say is what I've done to you. Just keep it real, bro. We fighters. There ain't no shame in our
There's no
game.
need-
It's
there's no
supposed
need
to be
to carry
like
on
that.
talking bullshit.
Why are y'all
We're here to
lying?
fight. Whether you're whatever you want to be, an actor or whatever, listen,
I'm
bring your
Deontay
A-game
Wilder,
on your
the baddest
acting
man
night
on the
on
planet,
Saturday
the
night,
hardest hitter
and
puncher
I'll
in
put you
boxing
into
history,
permanent
period.
retirement.
The
Don't
one
worry
that's
about
gonna
that.
whoop your ass and put
Like
everything
you did
else
last
to
time, yeah?
rest, just like I did the last
Let's do it
time.
last time.
You still think, how many times you dreamt about the 12 rounds? Because that's the only thing that y'all can promote. Hello? Can you talk? Cat got your tongue, tissue in your mouth.
Let's have a great conversation about that 12th round moment. What I want to focus in on
Oh,
right
well,
now
here it
is
is.
the path that you both took to arrive here. So a look back at the past year and how you both have arrived to
Big
this
mama.
mega event. Deontay Wilder points out his ultra-explosive 2019 as a big positive.
To get ready for this particular fight, I came up with two dramatic, devastating knockouts.
A first-round knockout of Dominic Brazil dropped jaws. Then his November rematch with veteran skilled challenger Rui Ortiz, equally impressive. And a bit risky. Wilder trailed on the scorecards, but his ultimate eraser finished things in 7.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Fury's 2019 was far more unpredictable. He chose a new promotional partner, a new TV network,
Just wanted to show the ESPN Plus viewers the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
and a starring role in Vegas. Flawless edging knockout of Tom Schwartz, badly bloody and brawling for victory over Oliver in September.
Deontay Wilder, I want you next, bro.
47 stitches later, he was off to headline a review.
This isn't your world, Fury.
His popularity soared as Wilder waited.
This is finishing what I started. This time around, he won't be able to get up.
And now, two very different roads taken have the champs reunited for this ultimate showdown.
Gentlemen, it was an incredible past year for each of you. Obviously, your rise and fame of coming stateside to Vegas and 2 knockouts that could win Knockout of the Year, sensational. But by far the biggest takeaway when you watch that in terms of thinking about this fight is 47 stitches along that eye. Your reaction
It's supposed
to
to be
that
stopped,
fight
by
that
the way.
happened in September and your feeling for the impact that it could make on this fight Saturday night, Deontay.
I mean, it's going to be a big factor. You know, it's going to be a big factor, not for me, but for him. You know, that's what he's been thinking about. It's, you know, Joe, it's a lot of energy that's been circulating throughout his nervous energy that's been circulating throughout his camp. There's a lot of secrets that's been going on. There's a lot of things they've been covering up.
What do you want to share with
But,
us?
you know, I don't want to share nothing with you, you know. But I just want to let you know it's subliminal messages. This is what we've been getting for all these years. I'm giving you a subliminal message. Being a veteran in this sport, I understand, I know, I have a sixth sense. I know what nervous energy is and what it looks like, but it smells like pussy. And I can't wait. I can't wait.
Flicks. So he shouldn't have any problems opening up then, shouldn't he? The biggest puncher that's ever lived. The so-called biggest puncher that couldn't even keep a man down in the 12th round.
You recently made comments that you want to taste blood. You've said this before, and you've said it in the lead up
Does not
here.
bother me. I'm going to take him, I'm going to cut him and see how he feels like it. I'm going to see if he's going to get up off the floor. I don't think he's got the bottle, minerals, bollocks, whatever you want to call it. He ain't got it. He's an on-top fighter, he's a bully fighter, and when a bully gets bullied, he folds every single time.
There was, as we were sitting here and the three of us were watching the highlights of the past year, Deontay
Talking about them knockouts?
Credit to it, credit to it. Okay. It was tinged with derision as he was watching your two fights that took place here in Vegas. What did you learn about yourself with the two fights here in Vegas over the course of the past year?
That he couldn't say it.
You know, I learned a lot of things. I learned that I can come here and crack the biggest country in the world and become a bigger star than their homegrown heavyweight. That's one thing I learned. I learned that I can unite two TV stations, ESPN Plus and Fox Pay-Per-View, and unite two of the biggest rival promoters in the world. Is there anything the Gypsy King can't do? Including slap him in the mouth. Nothing I can't do. Already done it, been there, done it, wore the t-shirt a million times. Wilder, this is a big act for him. He's very nervous underneath. I can see his jumper going in and out with his heartbeat pounding out of his chest. Terrified.
You believe he's nervous right now sitting on stage with you?
He's nervous as hell. He don't know what to expect. He doesn't know what to expect. And he's getting knocked out.
Your job is to stand up, man. That's what you do
Knocked
in
out.
Vegas, bro.
Knocked out.
When I knock you out, go do stand-up comedy, bro. You got a career in that. You got a career in that.
And when I knock you out,
Because I'm crying laughing, bro.
begging me for a rematch.
Bro, just do that. You got a British accent, and that's what they laugh. They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you because of your accent. You goofy. You a big mama. You know what I'm saying? You're a big goofy big mama.
You
Big goofy
quite
big
don't understand
bird.
what you're saying.
Big mama.
You speak English.
That's what
you
you're
little
doing.
bitch.
Exactly.
So you speak in English right
Exactly.
now.
So you understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, you know the saying, what's understood don't have to be explained, because come February the 22nd, your body gonna be laying right there.
I do want to ask you something about your
Like it
past
was
year, the
before.
fights that we
Just
saw
like
there,
that.
and that is.
But this time around, you ain't getting up because I brought my 6-foot-inch nails and I bought a big hammer from Alabama, baby. You know what else.
Good. Ain't going nowhere.
You know what else.
I'm gonna knock you spark
You know
out.
what else.
I can't wait to do it.
You
honestly.
know what else.
You're nothing but a big
Yeah,
skinny little
yeah,
bitch.
sit down.
That's all you
Just
are.
sit down.
You ain't nothing.
Sit down.
You ain't
Sit
scary.
down.
You're not
Sit
terrifying. I don't look at you and see
Sit
fear.
down.
I look at you and see a fucking
Sit
pussy with a
down.
nose ringing.
Sit
You little
down.
bitch.
Sit down. You're
Punch
nervous.
him all over the stage
Sit
right now if I
down,
wanted
man.
to.
Sit
You couldn't
down.
do nothing about it.
Sit down.
Pick him and throw him across that room.
Sit down. You don't believe none of the words that you say. You can't punch. I don't know what you talking about, knocking somebody in the second round. You ain't never knocked nobody in no second round. You got pillows for fists. That's why I kept running through you. Because you can't punch.
Correction.
You can't
knocked
punch.
out the last opponent
You
in
can't
the
punch.
second round.
You can't,
pussy.
man. You told that man to drop it. He failed.
I'll tell you what, I
Stop.
do want to get into fight
Stop.
strategy because you did put
Stop
that out
it.
there
He
about the
said, all
second
right,
round
this is enough of
knockout.
this act.
There's so much to take, but you've been
So
so
stop
over the
it, bro.
strategy. What do you say we take a quick and much needed break for a moment? When we come back, we will get into the fight strategy of what we will see Saturday night. The final news conference, Wilder Fury 2, continues from Vegas after this.
What's happening?
All that skinny talk when I'm laying 43 motherfuckers on the ground. Get out of here, bro. We don't want to hear about that.
No power.
I don't never have a problem with you.
Only one thing
Maybe you should get on my level.
Me.
Get on my level. Get on my level, big mama. You got your bro? You got your bro?
He's doing chest and toe.
Everything goes. We talk with his mother.
Just turn up. Come with father. Turn up. If you're lucky.
I'm a love partner with you. I just want to do it for a long time.
I'm your eye.
I'm a real guy, bro. I'm a real
Like a big
man.
brother to you.
That's one thing about me.
Copy me
Ain't no
everything I
fake
do.
to me. I'm gonna keep it real.
This ain't you. This is me. This ain't you.
Who is me?
You're a more quiet, shy, reserved kind of
So you
character.
think?
The strange
So
bombs
you
you are.
think?
You're one dimensional.
Until you break
Your
peace.
time's over.
Until you break peace, then all hell gonna
Time's
all hell
over.
break peace.
Time's over.
All hell, I'm on peace. I walk in peace. I come in peace. My surroundings in peace. My aura is peace. My vibe is peace. My energy is peace. Until you break peace. And you know what happens when you break peace?
I'm the king. I say Gypsy King. You say
Say
Bronx.
fuck. say fuck me, then it's a murder scene. Then it become a murder scene. Everybody knows, bud. You better ask about it. You already been to third place. You better ask about me.
Good Joe Tessitore.
Joe Tessitore nervous and shit. He don't want to be there.
No, he doesn't.
Joe Tessitore don't want to be there.
Man, they don't play no fucking game. I don't play no game.
Fuck him, he's going to number 3 now. He's going to number 3. He's dropped him by pound for pound less.
Now I'm number 3.
I'm putting you down to number 3, boy.
I done brought him back and now I'm number 3. Damn. We was there number 1 and 2. Me number 1 and you number 2. And now I'm number 3. Who number 1? And who number 2?
Your mama.
Oh,
baby! Detroit, what's up?
She deserves, my mom deserves to be number 1. She deserves to be number 1. You know what I'm saying?
She could be number 1. What the fuck is going on? Oh, good. Good stuff. Well done, gentlemen. She could be number 1. It's cool.
She could be number 1.
There must be some questions out there.
Questions?
They ain't calling in, they just listen.
And on that date, I had the world's attention.
The first fight's not important. The first fight was a failure. A success is victory. There was no victory in that fight by either man. And that's why we're having a rematch, to set it straight.
We were just having fun and exchanging blows.
I can't go to bed at night thinking, Deontay Wilder nearly knocked me out. I haven't thought about anything for a whole year.
When I connected and him land onto the canvas, I definitely thought it was over.
And it should have been bye-bye. But I remember opening my eyes and I just jumped straight up. The referee looked at me like amazed, like, are you okay?
Having that experience with him the first time and looking on this time, I don't think it's nothing, absolutely nothing in the world that he can do. I'm gonna knock him out. If not, he's definitely gonna be laid out on the canvas.
Well, one thing is for sure, Deontay Wilder is an absolute knockout machine. He knocked out each of the first 32 opponents that he faced from 2008 to 2014. He did knock out Bermane Stiverne in their first fight, but he made good on that in the rematch. The one fighter that he never knocked out was Tyson Fury. So he did knock him down twice, giving Wilder 41 knockouts in 43 career fights. Very warm welcome back to the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Kate Abdo with Tim Bradley, Sean Porter. We had wondered whether things would switch up in fight week now, you know.
I told you, Kate. I told you fight week. The tension, you know, the nervousness, it's flared. You know, both these guys are undefeated. That's what you're going to get with these type of events when you have number 1 and number 2. They thoroughbreds.
Listen,
alpha males.
I think we got a good glimpse of what's going to happen Saturday night.
That's exactly right. That's my
Deontay
point.
Wilder standing up there strong, like a king, that he says he is. I believe it. And then Tyson Fury comes right at him.
I agree with that.
Comes right to his face.
Hey, when Wilder was speaking, you know, he was saying everything with conviction.
Yeah.
When Fury was speaking, he was saying everything with conviction. I believe what these guys are saying. I believe it's going to be a knockout. Somebody get knocked out.
I never didn't think that somebody was getting knocked out. I never did not think that, you know? Somebody's getting knocked out.
That's kind of cool.
After this right here.
That's kind of cool having both of them.
You just witnessed?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Somebody.
They warmed it up.
So, yeah, absolutely. I agree. 100%.
You know what, let's see what else
That's
they've got.
pretty
Joe Tessitore, back to you.
Thank you.
See, can't we just all get along all the time? God damn it.
All right, gentlemen, you took a nice break there. We were all able to watch the 12th round of December 1st, 2018, as we are here with the WBC champ Deontay Wilder, who has the highest knockout percentage in the history of the heavyweight division. Beyond Joe Louis, beyond Rocky Marciano, Sonny Liston, Iron Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, anybody, the highest knockout percentage. And to my left, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, who absorbs the fewest amount of punches statistically of any heavyweight on earth.
Say it
the most
again,
skillful
baby. Say it
tactician, the most elusive heavyweight that exists in all of boxing.
Stand up and take a bow.
Which side you rather be on?
So the question becomes, as everybody draws back to the 12th round of December 1st, 2018, when the bell rings Saturday night, is it simply round 13? Do you just pick up where the two of you left off. Get that mic to your mouth.
Yes, indeed. It's unfinished business, like I said. You know, we're definitely picking up where we left off. I mean, he didn't change his game. He didn't change his whole team, and he didn't change up everything. So I can't speak for him, but you know, I'm definitely picking up what I left off at, and more calmer, patient, and devastating fashion.
You got it. Go ahead, Tyson.
Yeah, you know, round 12 was a good round. Credit to Wilder. He got me with two of the best punches I've ever seen thrown in a 12-round heavyweight fight. And as we've seen, it's been very, very famous. The old knockdown of the Gypsy King has been very, very, very active online and all over the world. But the thing that Wilder must be thinking is, I hit that guy with the best two punches I can ever throw in round 12, and he got up.
Well, he's
what have I
got
to do
over the course
to keep
of
him down?
Saying that, right? Well, how does that play in your head? The fact that you hit him that flush with that combination, and we saw him rise up. We saw him go pure Undertaker, the resurrection of a 6'9" heavyweight, to then come forward at you in the last 2 minutes. How does that play in your head?
I mean, it all felt good. You know, it felt good hitting him and dropping him. It felt good seeing him, and it felt good seeing him rise. You know, because it was the hype lived up to the fight. You know, when fans come and see heavyweights, they want to see knockouts. They want to see knocked out. And when you knock a guy down and he rise up like that, and then come back and still see that he got it and stuff, man, that make great fights. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that at all. You know, it was a controversial decision, which leads to now an even bigger fight, more exposure, more attention, so a more devastating. So I ain't mad, bro.
Now, there are some who have put forth the idea that something clicked in your head, that all of a sudden when you got up and you stepped to him, you solved the riddle a bit, and then you have been so openly talking about your strategy of I'm going to come in north towards 270 pounds, of I'm going to press the action and step to the puncher, which is so counterintuitive to everything we would know in the boxing intelligentsia of one of the best, most elusive big men stepping to the most destructive puncher the division's ever known. Why?
It's a bold move, that's for sure. We fight fire with fire. But the confidence I take into this fight, what enables me to take confidence from going forward at him, is I've never lost a dogfight, ever. Even when I've got off the floor, even in round 12, when I went at him, aggressive, he was all over the show. He couldn't contain me. So if I do that from round 1, he's going to be gassing by round 5 and hanging on to the dear life, if he even gets that far.
I don't buy nothing he says. You know, I don't buy nothing he says. The only thing that I believe in Tyson Fury that he said is that you got to nail him to his coffin. And like I said, I brought 6 inch nails and a big hammer from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I believe that come out of this man's mouth, because of course he got to promote and hype up the fight. So with that being said, a lot of these fighters, they like to tell a lot of lies. They like to, you know, to say things that are not true to make themselves look better and whatever. I understand. I get that. But when it's time for that bell ring and say D, you know, everything else goes out the window, you know. I ain't worried about these fighters. I'm special, and that's what differentiates me from the rest. My power, my heart, my willingness to go at these guys. My lion's heart. They know what they in for when they fight me. That's why they change up trainers. That's why they do more than what they supposed to do. And now he's dipping his hand in damn gas.
You've often described that power as a blessing and a curse. How so?
I mean, it's a blessing because I can get a guy at any given time. You know my saying. They have to be perfect for 12 rounds. 36 minutes. I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. You know, and the curse is, it's like my doctor said, he never seen anyone with power like this as a human being. And he said only 2 things that happen. He said, when I hit something, I destroy it, or it destroys me. And as you can see, this whole arm is like Frankenstein right here, and it's just adding on. You know what I mean? I got more scars on me than I have tattoos.
Your arm was injured prior to the first fight, but yet not a lot of people knew that. You've only started talking about that in recent months. How different has this training camp been?
I mean, it's been a lot different. You know, I'm more healthier this time. You know, my arm was a lot better. You know, I'm able to throw it, you know, with full power. That first time, I didn't even throw it in camp because I didn't want to injure it. I said, if I was going to injure it in any type of form or fashion, any type of way that I'd rather to do it in the fight. At least I know I'm getting paid. You know, when you're doing it in sparring, you know, the only thing you can get from that is a delay. And I didn't want to delay this fight.
We're going to take some questions from the media. Please introduce yourself and go ahead.
Yeah, Andreas Hale from the Sport News. Deontay, the first fight, you went viral. You had the till this day. You had the knockdowns. This is Black History Month. Yes, sir. Are you looking to make a big moment in Black History come February 22nd?
Oh my God, they picked the wrong date. They picked the wrong month. I mean, they picked the wrong month for this fight to happen. And I've said that many times. And when I knock the Gypsy Queen out, we're gonna have a Black History trivia question. That's gonna be spread all over the world, and they're gonna be able to write it any type of way they want it.
Tyson, question for you. Do you think there's any chance that Deontay can win a decision against you in this fight? It was the only path to victory or knockout.
You know, I'm not sure, but I'm not reading into all this this racial thing with a black man versus a white man on Black History Month. And you know, I will refuse to go into any sort of thing about it. You know, we are two human beings, two heavyweights on top of our game. This is not a racial war. This is two heavyweight boxers going toe to toe for all the jewels in heavyweight boxing. Nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, just like to clear that up nice.
I would like your reaction to something though, because a decision was brought up, and obviously the way you guys have been going at it here on stage, everybody's expecting this thing never to get to the cards. But let's put up the cards from the first fight, which was the split draw, and then let's discuss, as you see, the scores from the first fight up here, and then let's discuss the news today. And the news today is that Dave Moretti, Steve Weisfield, and Glenn Feldman, veteran judges, have been announced as the judges for your fight. These three of Moretti, Weisfield, and Feldman have worked numerous championship bouts, as well as the referee, Kenny Bayless. Your reaction to the judges and now Kenny Bayless being announced as the referee assignment?
Yeah, they're all very experienced judges, as we've seen. Kenny Bayless is a top referee. He's refereed me before. He's done a good job. I've got no objections with the referees and judges at all. Whoever they are, they are. They're going to do a good job. It's the biggest stage on the planet. So yeah, I've no real concern about the referee and judges for sure.
Bayless, a veteran of mega fights, Pacquiao Mayweather, Pacquiao Marquez, heavyweight championship fights. Your reaction at all to the judges and/or to Kenny Bayless being named the referee by the Nevada State Athletic Commission?
I mean, I think they all are qualified to. I think they all are qualified to do a great job. You know, I'm looking forward to the fight come the 22nd, Saturday. You know, I never complain about the judges or the referees.
Well, you typically don't worry about judges.
I don't worry about that because I have devastating power.
Let's take another question from the media.
Tyson Sam Gordon here in Las Vegas Review Journal. A lot of historically great heavyweight title fights here in Las Vegas, but nothing of this magnitude for quite some time. Just what does it mean for you to be at the epicenter of the heavyweight renaissance here in Las Vegas?
It's a big show, and I'm very happy that we could all get together and put this on for the fans around the world. And you know, if it's anything as good as the talking we're doing up on stage, I'm in for a real treat, aren't we? That's for sure. Let's hope both men back up all the shit talk, eh? Put on a good fight, which really counts and really matters. And that's it, on the night.
Deontay? Anything for you to react to Tyson there?
I mean, the question was directed towards me.
Sure, understood. Do you have any reaction before we take another quick break?
No, next question.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're taking another break. We're going to invite the trainers up in a moment. We'll remind everybody how to buy the fight. Saturday's pay-per-view. The Ultimate Showdown in the heavyweight division, the undefeated champions. You can go to foxsports.com/pay-per-view. You can click buy now. You can download Fox Sports app, stream it live from your favorite device.
I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to check. I'm uploading a video on the phone, so I just had to get that situated. But thank you guys for sticking around. Appreciate it. And here we go. We're back. That should be cool.
Yeah, I know. I gotta have
Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill. Oh yeah. Guys, why isn't that just going already? I'll be right back. Checking one more thing. Yeah, it's live right now. Sorry about that, guys. Should be the last one. Oh, you good?
Ready for questions.
It's a nice backpack, bro.
Fury, the fastest salesman. Here we go. Wilder has to find support. Oh, and down he goes. And I don't think he's going to get up.
I knew I wanted a rematch immediately when he got back up.
This is it. Doesn't get more bigger than this.
You know, this is the best versus the best gladiator stat.
Two undefeated heavyweight champions going toe-to-toe together as undefeated champions.
The biggest fight in the world, but it probably in our era.
Both got those through. Both got a
What do you think of Eddie Hearn's comments saying that the guy who wins this fight?
My main job is to knock you out.
So they fight
I do that very well. Like I tell guys, don't blink, because in the blink of an eye, it could be the last time you may even step inside of a ring. And here we are now.
Our prediction around 2 knockout.
I'm going to knock that Fury out. This is unfinished business.
Say that again. I'm predicting around 2 knockout.
And I'm going to finish what I started. This is judgment.
The second fight, when Ruiz
Heavyweight champions and what has been an electric final news conference here from the MGM Grand, getting set to host its 14th heavyweight championship fight. This will be only the third heavyweight championship in rematch history after a draw in the first fight. Deontay Wilder gets beat, knocked out by Andy Ruiz. Now joined by his longtime Jay Alabama, and the undefeated lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, with the guy who's going to be the chief second for the first time in a fight with Tyson, and that is from the famed Croc Gym, Sugar Hill Stewart. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I want to get into fight strategy right away, but this took such a different turn today compared to the tone that we've seen in most of the promotions of this fight, that I will start with simply asking you your reaction to what you've seen out of your two fighters here in the course of the past 45 minutes. Jay?
This is what's supposed to happen. You know, it's one thing when it's 3 months out, 2 months out, but when it's the time, when it's Sugar?
I'm excited about it. Watching the fighters' reactions. You know, everything's been quiet. Everything's been subtle. Today you saw the mood swings. You saw all the hard work that these fighters have been putting into their training camps. You just saw a little glimpse of it on the stage here. The emotions are going up. The emotions are going down. Emotions are going up. They're going back down. This is what big time boxing is. These two guys are professional, but they still have their emotions. They still have their, you know, the chip on their shoulder. They both want that win. Both of these fighters are just, you know, expressing themselves like they should.
Sugar, you're one of the biggest variables in this entire lead up to this fight, because the news of Ben Davison being out, still a great relationship, it has been proven, your former trainer with you. But here we go, nearly a decade ago, you came over stateside and you spent time in Detroit at the famed Kron with the late great Emmanuel Stewart, Sugar's uncle, and you formed a bond also with your cousin Andy Lee, who will be working the corner with Sugar Hill. Why the return to Kronk?
Because like I said many, many times in the build-up to this fight, what I did last time clearly wasn't good enough. So we had to change it up, and we're going to look for the knockout. And who better or what better club to go to than Kronk?
What do you feel like you delivered over the course of the last 8 weeks to Tyson Sugar?
I felt like I delivered everything that he asked for. He wanted to be better technical. He wanted to be more aggressive. He wanted to be a big, tall, dominant heavyweight.
Well, you guys have specialized in that for years with the heavyweights who have come out of your camp. To the trainer change. What was your reaction to the fact that this camp went in a different direction?
It surprised me because I think the world of Ben. I think Ben and Tyson have kind of been through hell and back together, and they were great for each other. It's almost, to use an English equivalent musically, you know, you had Lennon and McCartney were fantastic separately, but together there was magic. And I think that Tyson and Ben had that kind of magic, probably still do on a personal level. Now Javon Sugar is training him, and he's a great trainer. So I expect the very best Tyson Fury, and that's what we're ready for, is the best Tyson Fury, because when Deontay wins this fight, you know, I want Deontay to get the full credit for beating Fury at his absolute best. I don't want there to be any talk. I want both guys at their best, and I think that's what we got.
Guys, this camp has been very open in discussing their strategy, also discussing the weight that you want to come in on when you step on the scale come Friday afternoon. Let's go and show the weight of what has been your recent fights, because you are expected to come in upwards of potentially 15 pounds north of when you first fought, as you see the fight at 256.5 against Wilder back in December of 2018, and then what you did against Otto Verleen and Tom Schwartz. Why come in at the heavier weight? Sugar?
Why not? Tyson Fury's 6'9". He's not 6'4", 6'5". He can carry that weight along with the power. He's a big, strong heavyweight, and the weight's not going to hurt him. He still moves around just like a super middleweight. Still, you know, has the ring IQ to set things up and just add some punching power to his arsenal. 270 pounds is not a problem.
And then we've also heard from the fighters discussing what you say, hey, second round knockout, I'm stepping right to him, why not go that? We discussed that between the three of us earlier. But Jay, when you hear Tyson and Sugar Hill Stewart being so open and discussing we're going to come in bigger, we're going to step to the WBC champ, what did you think?
I mean, whatever they do is what they do. And I think that if Tyson comes forward like he says he's going to, it's going to be lead to opportunities for Deontay, because we don't worry about weight regardless. With Deontay, we don't even use the scale at the gym. What he weighs is what he weighs. As long as he's training hard and eating well, which he's doing those things, what he weighs, he weighs. He's a freak of nature. And so what the other guy does is not that much of a concern from a strategy point, because Deontay's always the lighter guy. I mean, in all these 40-plus fights, he's probably been outweighed in all but 4 of them or so. So it's normal. He's fought guys 100-plus pounds heavier. It's never been an issue. In fact, it's usually advantageous.
What do you think you're going to weigh on Friday? What do you think you'll be on the scale on?
Well, I really don't know, but I've been waking up at around about 2:30.
2:30.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably come in the high 220s.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm maybe coming in 2:30, so somewhere around there.
You guys bring a calming force to everything up here. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Sugar, Jay, we're going to let you go. We're going to take another break here, the final news conference of Wilder Fury 2. And then, gentlemen, we will let you have your final comments and one last stare down. We're going to continue on from Vegas. Stay with us. Great job, guys. Thank you for joining us.
It's a lot more exciting than we're not.
Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah, you know this. You know what I just realized?
What's up?
I don't see Dan Raphael.
He was here. I saw him coming down the elevator.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw him. This is bullshit.
He's here?
Yeah, I saw him.
Heavyweight champion of the world.
Whoa. Loud.
You hungry?
Hungry as shit.
I gotta have breakfast. I wasn't even planning on having breakfast. Oh, I got some videos up already. That's cool. It's quite a long. That's a good point. Yeah, just Miss Texas or something like that.
Is she?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Miss Texas, I believe. She went to the it's the one after that, the Miss US.
All right.
Yeah.
The final news conference of Wilder Fury 2. Of course, you can go to foxsports.com/pay-per-view and click buy now, or download the Fox Sports app to stream it live from your favorite device. You can also go to ESPNplus.com/Wilder Fury, click buy now, or watch it on the ESPN app. Go to the ESPN Plus tab, click on Wilder Fury Fight Tile, also available on pay-per-view. Joe Tessitore sandwiched between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. It has been a fascinating, and I think now people motivated very much here to see what happens on Saturday night. Past hour of a visit with two of you. I thank you for that. I thank you for engaging in such a thoughtful conversation after all the vitriol that we had early on here. But now I have a sense that it could be bubbling up again, as I will offer each of you the chance for your closing comments. Respectfully, I will ask for you to just sit back, let Tyson go first, then you will have your opportunity. We'll wrap things up, and then one final face-off. Everybody good with that? Tyson, the floor is yours. No face-off, says Aaron. Gentlemen, you can do as you please, but Aaron doesn't want it. Please, go ahead, Tyson.
Lastly, thank you to everyone who turned up today, all the news and media from around the world. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm not going to go on all day. Fight's going to be an amazing fight. If it's anything like what we've done today, it should be a very, very good fight to watch. Tune in on Saturday night. Fox pay-per-view, ESPN Plus, and BT Sport box office. Be there, be square. That's it.
Very professional. Thank you. Deontay, final comments of the final press conference.
Like I said, it's the final countdown right here. You know, you can see that we're emotionally invested in this. We want to give you guys the best of us. Come Saturday night, we're gonna release all our negative energy in the ring, and it's gonna stay there. You know, after the fight, you know, we're gonna be able to come together and give each other hugs and tell what great job we done. You know, right now, you know, it's time, and this is the moment we all been waiting for. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm sure it's the moment he's been waiting for as well. To have so many people, so many eyes looking in, to put the heavyweight division on notice. And it's been throughout these last few years, it's been tremendous what's been going on. And as our first fight, as y'all can see, you know, it was amazing. We lit it up, and this time around it won't be no different. You know, I think it'll be even more intensive fight. this time around, we know each other a little bit more better. And what more do you want from us? You know, to give our all, and that's what we're gonna do for you guys. Come Saturday night, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for it, and that's it, baby.
We all can't wait for it. Undefeated heavyweight champions meeting up. This is what the sport should always be, at its very best. And give credit to the two of you for making that happen. Yes, Jim.
One last thing, I'd like to thank everyone that's been involved with this, you know, the networks, the promotion, the promoters, the managers, because with fights like this, it's hard to come by, you know, especially nowadays, you know. We always say the best should fight the best, and sometimes that always can't happen. It takes build-up, it takes a certain point in time for that to happen. But this is something that's never been done before. These are two networks, the two biggest networks in sports, Fox and ESPN, and we got, you know, Al Heyman, we got, you know, everybody that's involved. There's so many names to name. There's so many people, and everyone that knows who's involved, man. I just appreciate you from the bottom of my heart to get this fight going, and here we go, guys. I can't wait.
Great credit to PBC and Fox, to the Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum and Top Rank and ESPN. Guys, you brought it in for a nice, calm landing. That was easy. Well done. Champ, good to be with you. Champ, good to be with you. Kate, take it away. We survived somehow. It's all you.
Good afternoon with Tim Bradley, Sean Porter. Listen, we had a lot of constant back and forth between the two initially about who had made this a bigger fight. Doesn't really matter in the end because we're all winning in this one. Tim, what are your thoughts on what we've just seen? It feels like a pressure cooker. There is so much on the line for these guys.
They pretty much said it all, but I just want to put this out there. Like, I need to let everybody know that they're over. That's what matters. Let me tell you how he's going to feel. Let me tell you how the loser's going to feel. He's going to get on that plane empty-handed. Oh, yeah, he's going to have to check. But having all the money in the world is not going to fill that void in your heart. If you suffer defeat, you get to your city, people going to look at you different. Some people going to look at the corner, you're going to see him in the corner of your eye. They're going to be laughing at you. I knew he was going to fall. I knew he was going to get on. I knew he was going to win this fight. You know what I mean?
No, I haven't. Just keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's fine. What do you, trying to get a few things. What are you going to do seriously?
You'll join us as well. Sean, Tim, always wonderful to meet with you. The final word that been said here in this final presser. The weigh-in is, of course, still to come. Both men said that they are looking to come in heavier for this one. We're going to bring you live coverage of that weigh-in both on ESPN and on FS1. If everyone was worthy of a pay-per-view, this is the hardest. What up, fam? Glad I brought my computer because I put up all the important shit already.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see if I can get maybe like. Is anybody else in here? What happened? I mean, it's so ridiculous. Like, I'm not even. I'm short. I don't got it like that, so it's pointless. It's pointless. So we just get in where we can fit.
That's what I'm saying. It's at 5. They probably have to wait till 5. No, I'm not going to do that.
Let's see live. Let's see if we can get here. Sorry guys, I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going.
He's gone. Is everybody gone? Is that what the deal is?
Sam, is Beyonce done? Yeah.
Andy. All right, good.
Thank you, Mario.
All right, guys. Staying with the line. Uh-oh. Might have said something on the broadcast. Or something. Might have said something.
Yeah.
You'd be confronted about. I don't know. It seems kind of like it, right? What's up, Kim? How you doing, brother? Nice shirt there. Is that it? Are we fucked? Oh. Shit, Jesus.
I saw you over here.
Didn't want to hear it, but he just kept knocking down doors, and every time they told him he couldn't do something, he did it. So all credit to him, and I've been thrilled to be part of it. But he's the guy in the ring, and he's the guy that's been getting the job done.
I've seen training footage where Deontay Wilder has fired off shots that have been so hard at you that they've actually caused bodily harm and injury. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, we're like the walking wounded with the training team. He's probably the only guy that's got 3 Minutemen, me, Coach Cuz, and Coach Mark. Personally, I wear, and I had to have hernia surgery. And then the last camp with Ortiz, he hit me with a left hook, and it went through the bodysuit. And I had a separation between the cartilage and the rib. Coach Cuz has 2 fractured fingers as we speak. This is the second time that he's been injured. He had an additional fractured thumb before. And then Coach Mark has dislocated his shoulder a time or two from Deontay hitting the mitts. So it's freakish power. It's a whole different thing. I've held mitts for many a fighter, but this is just a whole different thing. It's the only way I can explain what it feels like. You'd have to probably be a basketball player to get this. But if you go up for a rebound and you come down on the side of somebody's foot and you turn your ankle, that spraining of the ankle, that immediacy of that moment and how that feels, that shock of the sprain, right? That's what it feels like when Deontay hits you.
Jay, what you talked about, or Tyson's talked about going forward in the fight. If he does that, how is Deontay fighting going backwards? We haven't seen him do that too much.
Well, actually, if you watch a lot of Deontay fights, he has fought on the back foot quite a bit. Areola, Duhaupas, Ortiz. Both Ortiz fights, and then once he assesses the situation, he makes adjustments. But Deontay's good on the back foot. He really is. And if Tyson takes the lead, then that could work in our favor as well. But Tyson's tricky enough to do 3 or 4 things in a single round, so he may actually come out forward, but by the end of the round be doing something totally different. So, he's a bit of a Rubik's Cube.
And just to follow up on that, in the 12th round when he had him hurt, do you think Deontay's performance in the last 2 minutes or whatever it was came because he was surprised by the way Tyson attacked him? Usually a guy that's hurt that badly would, move away and cover up, and Tyson went to him. Do you think that caught Deontay off guard?
I don't think it caught him off guard. I think that Deontay went after him and landed some good shots. And then he threw a right hand, which was a little bit like a right hand over the top, and it missed by like a centimeter. And had that punch landed, I think the fight would have been over. I think that's it at that moment. But he missed that punch by about that much, and Fury grabbed, which was smart. And that kind of calmed the waters a little bit and allowed Fury to catch a breath and to come back fighting and do all the things that he did. And that's what's so intriguing about this fight is, it's something that I hope people appreciate, that these things don't happen every day where the best fight the best, and everybody always says they want that, and now we've got it. 2 undefeated heavyweights that are both enormous and huge personalities in the UK and USA, and the boxer who can punch and the puncher who can box. And it's just a little bit of everything. I hope people appreciate it and really tune in.
So I watched a video where it talked about Deontay Wilder was talking to Mark Kriegel, and he said that exactly 12 weeks, 4 days prior to the first fight with Tyson Fury, that he injured his right forearm. In fact, fracturing his forearm while throwing a body punch at his opponent during sparring. Can you elaborate on the injury? He said that he was in a cast. Can you elaborate that he was in some sort of immobilization?
Well, he injured, I think is near the wrist, but maybe toward the forearm. But at any rate, I don't remember exactly. But the main thing was, by fight time, it was fine. It was healed. It was more a matter of what it cost us was the timing. and that we're able to throw the right hand on the mitts, but the mitts aren't moving quite like the mitts aren't moving quite like an opponent. And so I think that it took a few rounds for Deontay to get the timing on the right hand. So I don't think that's going to be a problem this time.
How's his body going into the rematch?
He's good. He's excited. You heard him say he thinks he's going to be up in weight some. So we'll see. We'll see what the scales say.
Thank you,
and all
Jay.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ba't recorded na lang?
Tyson first.
We do what we do better than they do what they do.
Deontay, what did he say in the face-off?
No, we just say we love each other and we can't wait to Saturday night.
Champ, what's the mindset going into the rematch? Kill. Bull-Baye, Deontay.
Blood Squad! Just said no more, but
I say Wilder all day, every day. Wilder all day, every day.
You don't want to be nervous, man. He's scared. There's a lot of secrets.
Anything that told you, gave any tell to you at all?
Man, you working today.
Wow. Always, sir, always. What you mean? What you mean? You need the light?
A band, rubber band.
You want the light too?
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Know what side he on?
Deontay, city nerves today. City nerves today.
Yes, it's definitely a lot of nervous energy. I mean, it's been a lot of nervous energy. It was a short
Yeah, big guy.
change all the things he's been doing. You know, as a veteran, we understand It's a tough decision. You got a big one. Sorry. It's probably the toughest decision that you're gonna make right now. Your baby days right now. Hey, when you grow up, you're gonna
Sorry, my friend. Sorry, my friend.
You can't take it back. Go with Wilder. That's right. Bomb Squad. You will remember it forever.
Okay. Come on, dude. Let's go.
Remember it for the rest of life. Yeah, I did get rid of them, you know. Just for it's a lot
Watch your step, watch your step, watch your
Tyson Fury's coming. He's coming.
Let's go. He found everything throughout his camp, throughout the preparation. That's why he's changing so many things. If a man says he needs to be 10 to 2, that's a wild margin. So that means you need little to none change up. But due to the fact that he changed up, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm looking forward to the fight.
Eat the job of going to sleep all night. Eat the job. You Yes, sir.
That's good stuff. I hope you guys like that. Thank you.
Was your phone buzzing at all? Don't know. Yeah, a little bit. He's gone for it.
Alright guys, we're headed back. At this point I'm just going to do the editing because probably everyone's going now. It's Otto Wallin, huh? Yeah, it is. Oh boy, Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin over there.
I'll be like 12:30 here. I don't think I'm coming.
He is? Now? Good for him.
Fights on.
Yeah, fights, yeah.
You want to talk about it? No, I don't think you don't know what.
Hey, Steve, get in here. All right, got my man.
Hey.
What's up, Steve-O?
What's going on?
You tell me, which was this promotion today, or was this was that authentic?
Oh, no, that's how they are. I think that's how they are with each other. They.
Hold on, now I got a room by a phone call. Hey,
Oh,
Steve-O, what's up, big guy? Was that authentic, or was that authentic, or was that promotions today that we saw in the press conference?
I think it's all of it really, but during fight week, these guys don't like each other that much. That's just kind of what it is. They just, it's like it's a fight, and it's it's time to be rivals, and then afterwards it'd be cool. But that's all genuine. I think they're just talking shit. They didn't say anything really bad,
I'm not buying the 2-round knockout. Are you buying the 2-round knockout that he's talking about?
No, but I do believe he is going for the knockout. I think Tyson is going for the knockout.
Tyson's going for the knockout. Now that's gonna leave him open, susceptible, as he's coming out a puncher.
Well, maybe, right? Because how many people really go at Deontay Wilder?
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what that looks like if someone's successful going at Deontay Wilder because everyone's running away from him all the time. So it might be. It might work. It's a very dangerous game plan, but this shit might work.
Give people a prediction? You want to give the people a prediction?
I really don't have one. It's a 50-50 fight. It really.
So it's Wednesday, folks. And it's Wednesday. I'm gonna catch him Friday and make him give me a prediction after the weigh-in.
Maybe.
Well, I'm gonna tie down, or we're gonna be in the ring.
we're gonna be at the MGM lobby.
Thanks, big guy,
yes,
for tuning
sir.
in.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Thank you.
you always. Once again, you see that?
Yeah, that's it, huh?
You like that, bro? There's little tensions in it.
What's Frank Warren doing here?
We'll see if that's real or authentic. Follow your boy. What's good in sports?
Good.
Voice of Fans on Instagram. Holler at your boy. Later. So you waiting on?
What's Frank Warren doing here?
In the suit?
Yeah.
Little cross promotion, you think?
Is Tyson still with Frank Warren? Like a little bit? Oh, okay. Oh.
That's why they say he's running, because why would you go align yourself with him? He said he lined himself with Bob to get some protection so he could win. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Crazy.
He lined himself.
Yeah. I'm live, by the way, just so that you guys know. Huh? I'm live, just so that you know. Yeah. I just want to, warn everybody around. Oh, that's a good point.
Hey, I already about to know. I'd be on one.
I had the shit muted the whole time. My bad. I had it muted because we were talking a lot of media crap. But appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'm gonna turn it off now because this music might get hit on my algorithm. But I'll let you guys see the crowd real quick that's forming. There's a lot of people here in town. And it's starting to get more cracking, so that's good to see. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, share the video if you like it. I'm gonna put all those videos that I got up right now. So appreciate you watching. Thank you. Yeah. Let me.